2-0 Manchester United against Manchester City. The spoils to the Reds. That was deserved, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they were the better of the two teams quite easily. Listen, some will point to Manchester City's possession and feel that they certainly dominated and dictated the pace of this game. But at no point during the 90 minutes, I felt that City were going to score. Listen, given who City have at their disposal, given the weapons that Pep Guardiola can call on, you know they can score almost at any time. So it doesn't really catch you off guard in that regard. But sitting watching, at no point did I think, yeah, it's coming. And once United got their noses in front, I thought they defended brilliantly.
Okay, let's take a look at the league table after that result. Obviously, City, they're not going to win the league. It's a case of when and not if for Liverpool, but that's a huge 3 points for Manchester United. Let's get to the goals. The first one, Bruno Fernandes involved again. He is a magician. But did he buy that free kick initially?
Yes, he did. I don't think there was any contact, or if so, it was incidental, it was minimal. I don't think that was a foul. Okay. But saying that, you get the call, you make the most of the opportunity. Bruno Fernandes, as you mentioned, simply brilliant in the ball over the top to pick out Martial. I thought his strike was a good one, though beating Ederson, it did surprise me.
Goalkeeper?
Yeah, it wasn't Ederson's best day. No question about it. Listen, the first goal, again, as good a strike as it was, as clever a play as it was, I didn't think Ederson would get beat there. Not from that try. I just felt too good a goalkeeper for it. And then had that miscontrol that nearly went in over the line. And then the second, just to kill the game off coming in injury time, you understand he's trying to play quickly. Yeah. The rain started to fall. So you can excuse that. But overall, for one of the best goalkeepers in the world, it certainly was a day to forget.
Now, Aguero went off just before the hour mark, and we saw he had ice on his thigh. Before that, he had the ball in the back of the net. Now, this is something that I know you're kind of... The whole VAR has chalked it off for offside correctly. Yeah. The assistant put his flag up, but that could have been red faces for the Red Devils.
It really could have been. Listen, the flag goes up quite early on. Maguire seems to stop, though he does track Aguero a little bit. And no question, De Gea doesn't make much of an effort. Whether he did and he would have saved it if that were the case, who knows. But then all of a sudden you see it goes to VAR review and it's a lot closer than it certainly looked to the naked eye. And at that point I'm thinking, no, you can't overturn this because the players have stopped. And I've stopped early enough in the play to say that if this is overturned, it really would leave a bad taste in certainly Manchester United's mouth and those of neutrals. City fans will say, listen, a right call is a right call, but I'm glad to see that call wasn't overturned.
Finally, there's been some transition for United. Is it as simple as Bruno Fernandes has come in, but that's another clean sheet for them. That's another game unbeaten for United. They move up the table, so is it just him or what is it?
Well, Bruno Fernandes coming in certainly has been a huge help to them. He's been integral to everything they do. I think in the course of this, 10 games now unbeaten, and listen, my last show on ESPN FC, I said Igalo exceeded all, certainly my expectations. So it's good to be able to call on players such as him off the bench. I know it was just a token appearance at the end, but in the wider scheme of things, and as a squad goes, all of a sudden Manchester United look like they've got all those boxes ticked. Listen, we are talking about Manchester United, a team that certainly during my day you more think of top of the table as opposed to simply chasing the top four. But this is a huge step in the right direction. Given the criticism, and I think fair criticism, Manchester United has endured during the course of this season.
There's only one set of neighbours that are noisy after this one. United win it by 2-0. And for the time being, Manchester is red.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.